Hello, my fellow ADHDs. A few weeks ago, I did an unboxing video for this weird looking thing. I promised to come back with an update on how it's going after a few weeks. So here I am after a few weeks telling you how it's going. The good news is I am still using it, which is a really good sign, but this thing is not perfect. First things first is this timer. The timer has been serving its use very well for me. It's a visual timer. It is what it is. It's very simple. The number one warning I have to issue about this timer is unfortunately that it ticks. You can hear it. I will say that it's only really audible within about like 2 feet away from the timer and in a dead quiet room with like no white noise whatsoever. So people who are particularly sound sensitive will find this probably infuriating, but in my case, I didn't actually notice for the first several days until I closed my windows. And then in my very insulated room, I was like, what's that mysterious ticking noise? I did get a different timer. Look how cute this one is. I regret nothing. And this one is properly silent. You can only hear the ticking on this one if you're like literally holding it up against your ear. Next up is of course the checklist. I wanted to test this out for specifically building healthy, daily, consistent routines. Just having it on my desk every day as like a daily reminder of what I'm hoping to get done. It's good. It's good to have it there as a constant reminder. However, I think the constant reminder is only healthy if you're the kind of person who doesn't like endlessly guilt trip yourself. It wasn't until recently that I was able to like exercise the negative self-talk demons. What you want is like neutral, non-judgmental self-talk. If that's something you struggle with, I would be very careful about how you employ this. If not habits, there are other ways. We were chatting in the comments of the other video. Some people suggested using it for other kinds of checklists, such as house cleaning. I'm a streamer, so I have like a pre-stream and post-stream checklist on this one. I think there are many ways to make this work. It's just a question of what your intentions are. Last but not least is, of course, the main thing that baited me into doing this in the first place: oshikatsu flip cards in the corner. I did put Bill Shinhai on this one. Look at the beta fish sticker. Isn't that so cute? With a little surprise on the back of it. There's a lot of different ways you can use these cards. I use them for general reminders. A lot of times I'm just like, I have an icky headspace and I'm not feeling so great and I want to feel better. I can make some tea. I can take a walk. I can play a game. I can read a book. I also had a lot of people asking me about where I got this Ita bag in the other video. So this one's from WeGo. WeGo in Japan. I don't know if it's globally available. I do apologize. But the next time, if you find yourself in Japan, go to WeGo. They have a huge section full of Ita bags. It's actually incredible. Highly recommend. May you go forth and live your best oshikatsu life.